Let's take them back.
It's time for some hoops at Pepsi Center, home of the Nuggets, and we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. And Freak subbed in for Moutier. And then for Cleveland, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for James. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. And it's Shumpert in at the 3.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And just as J.J. Hickson seemed to be finding some rhythm in his career, Clark, last season happened, his production dropped like a rock.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, after 2 straight years where he was starting, last season he was asked to come off the bench. For J.J. Hickson, that just does not seem to be a good fit.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Barton. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Williams, he's checked in for Iman Shumpert. And let's use this break to check out a group of the NBA's best defenders recently. The shooting guards averaging the most steals per game for the past month. The 4th spot held by J.R. Smith.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
Well, the most active hands in the league, I think, belong to those fellas right there. I mean, that is one pesky bunch of pickpockets. Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. Hey, guys, last season was a painful one for Anderson Varejao. He had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before, signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs. Things were starting to look up, but only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles and was ruled out for the season. You talk about a tough break.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Black. I asked him what players he was really eyeing on the scouting report, and he said one that might surprise you, Kenneth Faried. He said he plays with so much energy and effort. He really sets the bar for the rest of the team. If we can limit his impact on the game, I think it'll really be to our advantage. Guys, an interesting take. We'll see if they can slow his roll.
Thank you, Doris. And adding insult to injury, certainly, Greg, as you were talking about, Varejao played well at the start of last season. Shooting 56% from the field. Clark, I think he was over 70% from the line. Those were career highs.
Yeah, and a terrible blow for Varejao and the Cavs because of that injury, the Achilles tendon. But it led to the deal for Mozgov, and that's worked out quite nicely.
Shot from the wing. Offensive rebound. Faried. Now here's Freak. Covered by Smith. Here's McCoy. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Williams kicks to Irving. And Faried sends it back. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Foye with the ball.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Richard Jefferson. He's checked in for Kyrie Irving. For Denver, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
The feed now to Smith. And it's Denver with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throw.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. In a course of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim, well, that's got to wear on you.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Williams for 3. The shot is off. Now Denver takes it the other way. last game against the Thunder.
Not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
A shot by Varejao, wide open. Yes, and it's Smith with
Crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Randy Foye is on the wing. Screen by Fareed. Foye, the pass to McCoy with the shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
The Nuggets trail. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Jefferson dishes to Varejao. 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And for Varejao, his wild hair, frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Nelson's checked in. Dixon kicks to Fareed. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
The rebound by Wilson Chandler. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to Phoenix.
And probably expected to win that game, and maybe that caused them to come out a little flat, just a bit of complacency.
You know, I'm not sure if they were taking them lightly. I think they just didn't play well. I mean, that happens sometimes. You've got to give the other team credit, too.
Williams inside the line, and it would have counted had it fallen.
Now on the court, your very own Nuggets.
And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career after a long and illustrious. And Blatt, one of the most successful. Big group substitution here for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Fareed comes in for Wilson Chandler. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Barton. And Freak subbed in for Jameer Nelson. Then for the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith subbed in for James. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. And it's Shumpert in at the small forward. Outside Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving. Denver in the lead. Here's McCoy. The shot misses. Some solid defense there from Irving. Shumpert passes to Irving. Thompson outside. Shumpert gets a wide open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Freak with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Freak dishes to Fareed. Pass to Freak. Shoots from 14. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Here's Shumpert, and he hits it to tie the game up. Shumpert's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And Fareed kicks to Freak. Elbow shot. And Fareed throws it down.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Kept alive. Berejao. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Now here's Freak. T right on him. Here's Gallinari. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Gallinari's got 19 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And a wide open look for Freak. And again, it's Denver.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
The screen from Thompson. Irving passes to Smith. Puts up a 3. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Smith. And that's now 11 points for Kyrie Irving. Freak dishes to Gallinari. Out left to the wing. And Fareed kicks to Freak. From beyond the arc. That shot is in just like 6 others have been for. He's shooting 7 for 15. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA. This guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Snatched up.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder, boy, was he tremendous. He had 23 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding that he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The Cavaliers trail by 8. And Shumpert kicks to Berejao. He dishes it to Smith. Pass to Thompson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It goes on Kenneth Fareed. The Cavaliers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Freak. Puts up a 3. So we've reached the end of the...
I'm here with Kevin Love, and great effort out there tonight. Just a quick question. You guys did a tremendous job chipping away at that big...
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to... Big group substitution here for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Foy comes in for Gallinari. Freaks checked in for Will Barton. And Nelson is subbed in for Moutier. McCoy in at shooting guard. Kenneth Fareed is out there at 4. And there's Hickson. And it's Nelson in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Nelson against Williams. Thompson, a screen on Nelson. To the paint. It's stolen by Hickson. Fareed outside to the inside. Nelson, the pass to Hickson. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. The offensive rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Smith. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Here's McCoy. No luck. Smith with the defense. Effort. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
And one thing the Nuggets have been good at for several years is crashing the offensive glass. Last season, they were 3rd in the league in offensive rebounds per game.
And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Smith's running for the lead. Smith missing again. Denver's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And it's Freak missing. The Cavaliers trailing. Jefferson dishes to Thompson. Smith kicks to Verjao. Back to Smith. Here's the 3. Smith missing again. The Nuggets shooting reasonably well, 45%. And it's time for an injury report.
A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It's all. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
And it's Kenneth Fareed with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver. Williams kicks to Verjao. The pass to Smith. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Now it's a 3-point Cleveland lead. The Nuggets shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the 3rd quarter. Nelson. The teardrop falls in. Nelson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Outside Williams. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Here's Thompson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got 6 points.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the 2nd. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Got that one up quick. 19 points for Freak. 35 seconds left in the 3rd. Williams against Nelson. Verjao and J.J. Hickson pulls it down. Hickson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Nelson with it. Williams picks him up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. For Denver, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there's plenty of room for improvement.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Well, Cleveland shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Ball's knocked loose. By himself, and Freak throws it down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great...
Now on the court, your very own Nuggets dancer.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Checked in for Denver. Freak comes in for Moutier. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Williams is checked in. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Williams. And it's Mozgov in at the center position. Irving from long range. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And that's now 29 points for Kyrie Irving. The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's McCoy. Here's Fareed. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
But they'll get another chance. Mozgov passes to Irving, and Fareed sends it back. Here's Barton.
In the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Picked by Mozgov. And it's Love penetrating. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Nuggets.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked. Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 33 points and a very productive day for him at the foul line.
I'll say. I mean, he's drawn fouls in just about every way imaginable.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
James sets the screen for Irving. LeBron outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
On the wing, Chandler feeds it to Freak. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. No good with the triple.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And they double up James. Irving kicks to Love. Here's Shumpert. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Moscow, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Moscow was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by James. 37 points for Kyrie Irving.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Irving. Great D that time from Irving. He kicks it to James. 1:09 left to play in the final quarter. And Kyrie Irving gets the 3. Irving's got 40 points.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
Mark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball movement, you're right. And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Kyrie Irving. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Picked by Mozgov. Irving dishes to Mozgov. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And the Cavaliers lead by 16. Freak with it. Pulls from the top of the key. No good. So we see the camp.
Kevin, you...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Kyrie Irving. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a...
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done.
Yeah.
I'll make the
I'm coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in an NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
It's an interconference contest here in the Big Apple, New York, as the Knicks play one at home. The Nuggets will kick off their road trip right here. No question they've got this game. For the Knicks, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis, and it's Vujacic in for Aaron Aflalo. Big group substitution here for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Alinari comes in for Fareed. Martin's checked in for Randy Ford. And Freak subbed in for Moutier. So on the floor for Denver, McCoy, he's in at the point. Wilson Chandler out there with Gallinari. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Hickson in at the 5. And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Freak number 1.
I mean, his first job is to orchestrate for his teammates, but being as fantastic as he is at shooting the three, he's never reluctant to take that shot if it's available.
And if I'm coaching him, I want him taking that shot. I mean, just look at the percentage. I mean, that earns you the green light for me on every possession.
No good from Grant. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against Memphis.
And a couple guys got hot early, and then it became contagious. You could see that everybody kind of pitched in when it came to shooting.
Exactly right, Greg. I mean, normally there's a hot shooter. The defense can kind of lock into that guy and then let somebody else get some shots. But that wasn't even an option in that game because everybody was on fire.
That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got
shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Knicks.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And the Knicks making a change here. Amundsen's checked in. Wants to get it to Serafin and does. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big three to compete for a championship. And for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day. And that's really what Carmelo did.
Vujacic's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's McCoy, and he drops that one in. Freak's got 5 points so far.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
It's Williams with the drive. Grant outside. Shoots the 3. Kept alive by New York. Amundsen dishes to Vujacic. Grant kicks to Williams. Back to Grant. There's a screen. Clock at 6. No good from outside. Nuggets have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Freak with it, working on Grant. And it's Freak missing.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Grant outside. Here's Vujacic. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And that one's good. Freak.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Here's Grant. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Grant's got 11.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's McCoy. And Denver again with the bucket.
Check out stats for Freak. He's been dominant over the last month, putting up 26 points per, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Thomas checked in for New York. With the floater. And he sinks the layup. And the Knicks lead by 5.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
New York's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kev, Derek Fisher and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup, their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. That's a mantra we're going to hear, I think, a lot from coaches. Defense first.
You know, we always do, but it really rings true with this group. When they get all 5 guys keyed in at the defensive end, I think they make things very difficult for the opponent.
Yeah, and I think every single possession is going to be a battle in this one. That's what I'm expecting anyway.
Again, Williams missing.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Gallinari against Grant. Williams a screen. Vujacic kicks to Williams. Eyes yet again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Knicks have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. Free throw, good. Amundsen. He's off on the second. And that does it for the first quarter. Knicks lead by 6. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjustment. Good points, Clark. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Porzingis comes in for Thomas. Williams, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Vujacic in for Aaron Aflalo. They've got Grant. Derek Williams is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. And it's Vujacic in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Grant outside. Pass to Porzingis. Down low. The baseline jam. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
36.
The Nuggets trail by 6. They set the screen. Moutier pass to McCoy. Denver gets it back. Here's Hickson. Nails it with a hand in his face. Hickson's got his second bucket.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Passes it to Vujacic. Lots of room. And there's another one for the Knicks. Denver with the ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on. Looking at the game so far for Freak, he has 12 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Grant dishes to Vujacic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Vujacic has got the lead up to 6 now for New York. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Freak kicks to Hickson. Dishes to Freak from deep. The shot no good. And New York the other way now. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
Yeah, you know, that's right, Greg. Last season they split the series, and they may not be in the playoff conversation, but this still, for me, is an intriguing matchup.
Move the ball.
No good off the back of the rim.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Seraphin the pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Porzingis. New York needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And now we bring you the rookie leaderboard, featuring the NBA first-year players who have been dominant on the glass for the past 10 games and counting. Well, you look at Porzingis. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
He's brought that physicality. I mean, given a chance to contribute, he's shown that he can battle inside with the best of them.
Well, he just loves rebounding, relishes rebounding. I mean, you can see the enthusiasm he brings to that part of his game, especially as of late.
Grant dishes to Vujacic. Seraphin kicks to Williams. New York moving it around. A shot by Vujacic.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Now, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Grant with the ball. His last outing with 20 points. Here is Amundsen. He dishes it to Seraphin. The 15-footer, good. And now an 8-point Knicks lead.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Kicks it to Freak. Releases. And that one comes up a bit short. New York leading by 8. Now Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Vujicic the pass to Grant. He feeds it to Serafin. Fires from 14. Denver grabs the miss. Chandler's got 5 rebounds tonight. And that one's good. Barton. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now, here's Grant. 14 points for him. They get it back. Serafin lays it up and banks it in. Serafin's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And the foul called on Freak. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Knicks have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. The Nuggets trail by 7. Barton dishes to Freak. Here's Hickson, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Here's Vujicic. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. The Nuggets shooting 47% in the second quarter. Moutier kicks to Chandler. Here's McCoy. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
I think he's got to find another way to contribute, Kevin, besides looking to shoot the ball. I mean, he just can't get anything to bounce his way this quarter, so he's got to do other things.
Here's Vujicic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Assist goes to Will Barton.
And here is Grant. He's got 14. There's the dish to Amundsen. Williams inside. Cannot hit. Now Denver takes it the other way.
He's yet to make an impact from the field, but his team is taking care of business.
Hickson passes to Moutier. To the middle. Here's McCoy. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Williams.
It's a good job from the foul line here. They'll need to continue to convert their chances in order to get back in it. This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Lance Thomas comes in for Derek Williams. And it's a Flalo in for Sasha Vujicic. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Hickson. Fareed comes in for Wilson Chandler. Gallinari, he's checked in for Barton. And Nelson is subbed in for Moutier. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls, boy, was he tremendous. He had 23 points and added 3 rebounds as well. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For New York, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
And they've been ordinary.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Knicks out front, up by 5. And
Some ground for you to make up, no doubt, here in the first half. What are the areas you need to improve on to get back even with them?
I think we just need to step our energy level up a little bit. We seem to be moving around like we were playing underwater in that first half. Second half, we need to come out with more urgency.
Good luck in the second half. Kevin, a visibly frustrated young man.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for this. For the Knicks, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Amundsen comes in for Porzingis, and it's Williams in for Grant. Denver also making some changes. Fareed's checked in for Nurkic. Barton comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Freak subbed in for Randy Ford. So on the floor for Denver, McCoy, he's in at shooting guard. Kenneth Fareed is out there with Hickson. Then it's Moutier, and it's Barton in at the 3 spot.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Moutier dishes to Freak. Shot, high post. Can't hit. Williams with the defensive effort. The Knicks leading by 15. Here's Anthony.